I'm gonna do the same for these as I do for my paintings. If you want one, you've got to do an interview.
And how do you approach that? Because I'm going to be doing that as soon as the weather breaks.
I'll probably be there. Is it Friday today? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably be there tomorrow morning. So the weather, it's rained. I've been back in the UK about a month. It's rained pretty much every single day. And even the days where it hasn't rained, the ground's been wet, so I've not been able to go out. I've done one day in a month.
Soaked. Same here. Same here.
Yeah.
It's gray.
If
it's not snow, it's rain. Yeah.
So it's been good in a way because it means I've done loads and loads of work for my storage, so that when the weather's good, I can go out more often. I won't run out of work later in the year. So
maybe, hopefully.
Yeah.
So you're in Camden, and do you have signage that says, do a video for a free piece, or do you tell them that? Do you verbalize that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it took me a while to realise that was a good idea, because I used to just say free art, and then I'd walk up to them and I'll say it's free if you do an interview. And I thought, well, I don't want to get them interested and then disappointed. So now I've put it in letters all over the place. Hang on, actually, I can show you an example. Because I'm doing PVA, this glue dry. Let me actually tell you what, because this glue's drying now. I'll talk to you now, and once I've finished this, I'll go downstairs and I'll show you the signage I use.
Good, because I'm going to copy you.
Excellent. So when do you think you'll be on the road?
On the road, I'm going to start. I'm thinking of a plan if I follow through, and so I'm like 50% there. But to start locally, and actually with people I know, just to start, because I'm imagining this big frame that I get a massive amount of content, and then make a little short movie about it. That's what my goal is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really pleased I did all my first failures, because if you go to the Camden Market, the YouTube playlist, the Camden Market Free Art Man has got, I think, 50 odd videos, and the very first one, I think, is me going around with jompies, just leaving them on in a seat in a bus.
Because yes, I remember, and that's what I do. Yeah, well, that's because I have to. But.
Yeah, and then it started to evolve. Like then I started taking like a small wheelie basket to Camden with free art, just full of jompy. Again, complete failure. But I'm really glad I did all that stuff, because it shows you the development of how it grew, and then you can see the massive transition from when you came over and you did yours. And then the next video after that, you can see the whole thing just starts taking off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you did something in the summer of 24, because I remember talking about you at that at the university talk I gave about the book, and I put up something where you already had a shtick down with talking to people. I remember this one American kid who was all really exuberant, talking about you were giving away the Sex Pistols jompy, here's jompy, right?
Never mind the Pollux. Here's John.
Never mind the Pollux. That's right. And he was, and that was a great video. That was a great video, and so that was before I came to visit. You were already doing that thing, if you recall. I think
actually that's true. I forgot that. Because I had it in my mind that I was only doing jompy until you arrived, but
no.
Oh, yeah, I misremembered that. Charles took a never mind the Pollux thing, but he didn't get the joke until one day he was just sat on his couch staring at it on the radiator, and it suddenly dawned on him what the pun was.
Right. So I got it right.
I mean, Charles is a writer and a poet. I thought, if it's not obvious enough, I need to make stuff a lot more obvious and less cryptic.
It was pretty obvious. Well, I think people know art, but you're right. Jesus, if anybody knows art, it's Charles.
Yeah,
as far as history.
Yeah, so I've so that was a lesson learned. So your plan is get you're going to go to people you know. Is that right?
So just like I'm gonna put up that phone in their face, just like you do, just to comfort, not only to comfort myself, but to get, and I'm gonna do it in a cameo situation. They're not gonna know. It's gonna be a surprise, just like it would be on the street. And then I'm gonna work around here locally. I'll go to the college, talk to young people, set up the free art in the uh, arts building,
Yeah,
and see if I can get some people to do some interviews. They're going to be obviously art related, so they'll be pretty good. Then maybe I'll try to branch out in downtown Oswego, then go to Buffalo, then go to Rochester, then go to Utica, then go to Albany. Rose and I going out for a day. He can help me, set
yeah.
up. She can also take photos and go do what she wants to do while I'm doing that. So it's going to be kind of like a weekend thing, I believe. That's how I'm going to work it.
Good. Yeah, no, I imagine if it's anything like me, your plans will change after every day. You'll do
Mhm.
one day and sit down and think, right, do you know, actually, the comedian Bill Burr? I think he's from New York. Bill
Yeah. Why do
Burr.
I know this? Is he? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
He's played a couple of shows at Madison Square Gardens. He's massively successful. No, you're frozen. Ron?
Oh, you there? You're back?
Yeah, yeah,
I was moving around the house trying to get us a spot. Bill Burr. Is he bald?
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Or shaved head or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. He's kind of like like really, he's loud guy. He's like, "Ah, nah, nah, nah," like a New Yorker. Okay. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, him. He started. I mean, the way he started out in comedy is a lot like I think how the Camden Market Free Art Man started out. Because he said he used to have in the old days around New York, you could earn a decent living doing stand up because you could go and just do a spot and get $50. So you could in one night you could walk around 7, 8 clubs, do a 5 minute spot, and you've made 7, 8 times $50. And what he
Yeah.
would do, he would go up on stage with his 5 minutes, and he'll do like he'll make a note of which jokes worked and which jokes didn't work. Then he'd go home at the end of the night,
Ah,
cut
bombing.
out all the bad ones, keep the good ones, then replace
Yeah.
the bad ones with new ones. So it was just, and then by the time he'd done like 7, 8 days, you've got half an hour solid set just
Yeah.
by chucking out the bad and replacing it, but remembering to keep the good.
Yes.
That's how Camden works. I do Camden. I see, right, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Get rid of that. That stuff's good. I'll keep that lot.
Right.
Replace
Good.
and do
Yeah.
trial and error. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes it's not consistent. Some days, like the Sex Pistol ones, some days they'll be really popular. Some days they won't. So you
Nirvana.
go that Nirvana are always popular. Yeah,
Mhm.
that those small little Nirvanas, they're the most popular thing I've ever taken to Camden. So they're a dead cert. So if I take 10 of those, I'll definitely get 10 interviews.
I've also noticed that just the one day I was there, people gravitate towards small things also. And
Yeah,
probably because, a lot of people in London only have small apartments. They don't have a wall to put you know, some guy's painting they saw on the street. I mean, maybe they won't. Um,
yeah. Also tourists can't carry very much, and a
that's
lot of
true also. Right. Right.
yeah, no, small
So
stuff's good.
it's funny you say that. So wouldn't it be nice though to get that $50 a day from Camden? Wouldn't it be just if you can at least get the comedian's money that he was getting?
So yeah, apparently those days are over now. If you're a comedian now, you'd be lucky to get paid anything for doing a set.
Right. Well, you have to
Uh,
get up. You have to put out the hat in the middle of a circle and just start telling jokes.
yeah, no, yeah, it's not the good old days anymore. But no, I think no, I'm interested. I mean, I'm dying to see the video already, and you haven't made it yet.
Well, I'm going to use your questions. It's all you're doing. I just think
Excellent.
I think it's a smart. I think us doing it in two separate parts of the world is going to be interesting.
Yeah,
I have a hypothesis, and I'm going to set out to prove it that there is a difference between those who walk through Camden and those who walk through Oswego or upstate New York. And I don't know if
okay.
I really don't know where it's going to land. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like they're more or less articulate. I got a feeling that the people in London are going to be there. Most of them are travelers. To travel, you have to be somewhat educated. First of all, you want to leave your house, which is always a big deal.
You have to be able
And
to afford a plane ticket. Yeah,
exactly.
you have to. Yeah,
So for me, it's maybe like I don't know, a sociological experiment with art but at the same time, the meat of art, I think, is universal. So I don't think it's got anything to do with, class or money or anything like that. So,
no,
but I do think it has to do with age. I think young people, and you can tell me what you think because you're actually doing it,
yeah.
seem to be more willing to participate as a general rule. That's my
Yeah,
guess.
a lot of the time you get a kid who's less under 10, under 10 years old, who goes, "Look, mummy, daddy, free, free." And the mummy or the daddy will pull the kid away and go, "It's not free, son. It's not free."
No free lunches.
Yeah,
That's
they can't. No, the kids, yeah, the kids are better in general. But
well, I mean,
I
like
would,
the young, like 20-year-olds, just people that still haven't, that don't have that fear factor hanging over them. That's one aspect. Um,
sometimes, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised when you do yours if you're going from different places that the arty districts are not as good as the non-arty
that's
districts.
what I believe you're right. I think that'll be the case. That's what I'm guessing. If I just go downtown in this little town and just set up somewhere in a park, I think I'll have better luck with just everyday people.
I think
Um,
because what we're doing here is everything the art world hates. It's not
right.
like they go, "Oh wow, this is really cool." They'll probably look at us and think, "Oh wow, this is really naff. This doesn't have any credibility."
Right.
They're saturating their own market. That's
Yes.
what they're going to think. But when you go to like normal people, I think you'll get a much. I expect you'll get a much better response. That's why I go to Camden because Camden's not art. Camden's more music.
Right. Right.
You get
And is it?
creative people, but without all that pretentious art world rubbish.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, sure. Musicians too. They got it worse than visual artists because they actually have something to immediately give. Uh, so I think they're more jaded when they do find out they're not going to get paid for it for some reason, and they have an actual bring
Yeah,
everybody together talent. Where with art, it's touch and go. It's a crapshoot. But with music, if you can bring people in and have them feel something immediately, it's like feeding them.
I
It's gonna
think.
here's a beautiful pasta dish. Here's some
Yeah,
music. Oh, here's my art I made.
the thing I like about music over art is you can't get away with being bad. If you're an artist, you
Right,
can put any old crap on the wall and it will go down great. If
right.
you're an artist and you go on stage and you're bad, you'll get booed off.
Yep.
Same with being a comedian.
Yes. Yep.
There's no nepotism in comedy. If
Right.
you're bad, you can be the daughter of the club owner. You're going to get booed off stage.
That's right. That's a good
Yeah.
point. And I think the
So
same with musicians too. It's the same with musicians. I mean,
exactly.
if you can't play the guitar and you're
Have
playing
to
the
be
guitar,
good.
right?
Yeah. No,
If you can't play
I'm
the
much.
guitar, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's why I'm much more comfortable at Camden. Actually, sometimes they say, "Why don't you go to other places where it's more art, like Margate or something, where there's loads of galleries?" And I think because that's probably the last place on earth I should be doing this.
When you went to Tate Britain and you did the stomach turner with the pig hat,
Yeah.
did you get any feedback from people there? There's that one video of the woman coming out and talking with you. What's John B? She says, and tries to understand it. Did you get any on that day in particular? Would you have gotten a lot of people? That's a very art centered area, right?
Yeah. Tate was fine because it's not so much art people as just tourists.
Hmm.
So tourists tend to be pretty good wherever you are, I
Curious,
think.
right?
If I'd gone into Shoreditch and done it, I expect I'd have had a much colder reception. But
Shorted.
Tate was
What's
all
that?
right.
What's
Shoreditch is
shorted? Hmm.
it's where White Cube Gallery used to be. It's where the
Oh,
art
oh,
people go and tourists don't. They call it the Shoreditch Triangle, down by Old Street Station,
is it
sort of
Bermondsey?
what? Sorry,
Bermondsey?
no,
No.
Bermondsey, South London.
Oh,
Shoreditch is north of the river.
okay,
Uh,
okay. Well,
yeah,
White Cube is in Bermondsey now
oh, is it? I don't know.
because I had a
I think
hotel by there with Rose. Yeah.
I'm not. I think there might be more than one White Cube Gallery.
Uh-uh.
There was
Okay.
one. There was one in Shoreditch, but there's another one where I went to see Damien Hirst paintings.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think I went with Charles to that. Um, I think that was a White Cube, and I can't remember if it was. I think it might have been Bermondsey, actually. Yeah.
Well, I was reading late because you put it up a while ago, but your blog post on or Substack post, I think, maybe not, on the Elbow Sisters and you and Shelley's um, pizza uh,
Oh, that's
pizza
funny.
parlor gig. So when you were talking about being a comedian, you said you bombed. What was the bombing part? What you couldn't? You got nervous? What was it? What was it?
No, well, okay. First of all, my guitar was out of tune, but that wasn't a major problem. Um, we were playing to a pizzeria in East Finchley, and we were playing quite difficult to appreciate songs, and it just wasn't our crowd. And the
I
funny
don't.
thing was, immediately before us, we had one of the waiters get on stage. She sat on a keyboard and played Nessun Dorma, and he was
Yes.
singing it. He sung it like Pavarotti. It was it
Was
was
he after or before you?
amazing. And he got a stand, and everyone stopped eating. He was amazing. And then he got off and went back to waiting tables. And then we went on immediately afterwards and started playing. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
they
would have
were
been a
like,
nervous
"What's
wreck.
this?"
Shelley was probably very nervous too because of that.
No,
You know.
no, we weren't. No,
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't nervous. I don't. Well, no, I'm pretty sure Shelley wasn't either. I mean, because
Okay.
we knew what was coming, and
Right. Right. Pizza.
it's funny. It's strange. It's actually quite satisfying to
Yeah.
because if we had gone down well, it might have actually made us think, oh,
We're
maybe
too good for
it's
pizza.
ordinary.
Right.
What's that?
Oh, okay. We're too good for pizza. If it went down well, you would have got a big head.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was quite funny actually. One of our friends we bumped into who was in there was filming, and
Uh-huh.
we were sat with him, and he goes, "Oh, you're here. We hadn't seen him or such." He goes, "I'll film you if you like." So we're standing on the stage, and I saw him filming. And as soon as he saw it wasn't going well, he just pressed stop on his camera. He probably felt it was too cruel to record,
Oh my
which
god.
is a real
Oh my
shame
god.
because it would have been hilarious. But
Ah,
no. So are you and Rose on your fourth painting yet?
here it is.
Is it finished?
No, but you're getting a look at only my work. Rose didn't do anything yet, so that's just me. I said, Rose, it looks finished to me. I said, I said,
Yeah.
I said, just do something, touch it in some way. So I said, you got to spend at least a half an hour with a paintbrush in your hand. and I don't care what you do, but it's done when you finish. Or you can go. You can take 2 weeks. Just I'm not touching it anymore. So that's how I'm doing this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not painting it is a proactive decision if she
Yep.
feels
But then it's
her
not a collaboration.
contribution
It's
can be.
just
Yeah.
a little thing. She could just put a dot of blue somewhere. I don't care. It could be anything. Just touch that painting somehow. I mean, I did the stretching, the gessoing, the first painting. Looks like a pig, right? What does it look like? Looks like some sort of
It looks
warthog or
like
something.
Yeah, it looks like Rothko's pig.
Does Roscoe have a pig? And this is going to be funny because I have no idea. He, there. Oh. Okay. Oh,
I don't know. It looks like a Rothko to me. The colouring of it.
okay. Good.
Uh,
All right.
I mean, if Rose feels there's nothing to do to it, then and when you do your exhibition, you could write some
Right.
Ponzi art world stuff about
Right.
the courage to not paint. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, I wish I still had that courage when it comes to leaving canvas showing. There's something really weird about me not letting the canvas be part of the artwork. Um,
Yeah.
that's
That
that's
might
my
be
problem.
that might be an obsessive. That might be an obsessive tendency you have. That's
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good to try and get rid of that kind of stuff. I think because if it's good, it's good.
Right,
And
right,
what's good is more important than what your urge is.
right. And it could be just a simple it's a wall. I have to cover it up. Um, it can be as simple as that. It's
Yeah,
Because a lot of the times I actually start a painting by making the entire canvas a color that's
that's what
not
Billy
white.
and I do. That's what we do with
Okay,
Heckles Horse. Because
okay.
I mean, I say because I assume because it was his idea to start doing that. And I assume what it is that we know that we're probably not going to cover every inch of canvas, and we would rather choose the color of the background than just be lumbered with whatever the canvas is. So we put a nice color on to start
Hmm.
with, which
Hmm.
allows us to not have to cover the whole thing if we don't feel it needs it.
Well, that's pretty much my story. So
Yeah,
most paintings, I start with a background, which is fine. It's no different. White, what's blue? It's just a color,
yeah,
and then that background will become part of the painting. So, and the first thing I did was mostly purple. And you can see it, right? So it's
yeah.
like, and then things come back. But Billy,
Basquiat was very
yeah,
good at leaving. Basquiat was very good at
yes,
leaving
yes,
unpainted areas.
yes. But that was
Uh,
also kind of his style in the sense that it was a good right time at the right place, with a lot of. I mean, I know that this is a horrible comparison, but it's definitely was trains in New York City, massive amounts of graffiti, very popular during that time, and that's what you would have. You'd have all these wonderful designs on trains, but
yeah,
they're not painting the whole car. They're leaving the background of the actual boxcar. So
yeah.
and yeah, massive amounts of graffiti. I don't know how they got away with it in the 70s and 80s. Every train was just they would drive through here, upstate New York, and every train would be just covered in
Yeah. Well,
paintings and
I think Keith Haring said that he would occasionally get a fine of about $80. I think was the size of the fine you would get, which I
Mhm,
imagine in the 1980s was probably about 300, maybe
mhm.
I don't know,
Yes,
200, $300. Nowadays, if you did that in London, you'd probably get a fine that's a much more expensive fine. They'll probably give you a criminal record as well. You'd probably end up in court. You'd probably end up having to do some community service. There's CCTV cameras nowadays that are all over the place. So
I know. Damn.
I know, yeah. I mean, I would, I get the urge to do stuff like that, but I've never done it because I just don't. I don't want to get a criminal record because if I get a criminal record, it could stop me going to Thailand. So I don't want to.
I don't want a criminal record either. I'm too old to want that. I mean, and plus our prisons are horrible, horrible places. just vicious. I know firsthand. From a friend anyway, not firsthand, secondhand. Um,
Yeah.
the I don't know, what was I going to say? Oh, did you ever think of just you could do tons of stickers, but you don't want it to come back to you. Yeah, so like
Yeah,
telephone poles and things. Yeah.
I could. I mean, it's not something I'm passionate about. It's just it has occurred to me when I've seen a great big massive space that I know they're just going to put a advert over the top of anyway. So I'm not destroying anything valuable. That I mean, I wouldn't want to damage anyone else's property.
No,
But
no.
if I do see it, I do see opportunity to do some harmless graffiti when I'm out. And the only reason I don't is because, like I say, I don't want that to stop me relocating to Thailand or anywhere else if I when I
Right. Right.
eventually decide to leave England. So yeah,
What was the
so,
place you direct some of your Camden people? There's a place you say is a graffiti place that you send them to.
yeah,
What's
the
that?
graffiti tunnel. It's near
Yeah,
I think it's near Waterloo. Uh,
Waterloo
uh,
Station. Yep, that's what you told me. Yeah, or you told them. I was watching one of your videos.
yeah, it's all right, but again, it's not my kind of thing really, but it's something. I wonder if I can switch this around. Oh yeah, look, here we are. So
Oh, nice.
these are they're all drying.
Jeez, it's
Uh,
so many.
I know there's more and more. Uh, and oh, the autism. I get those printed at the local printers. Oh, there's you, Ron.
Nice.
Yeah,
Like that
you, Ron.
picture a lot. A great picture.
Yeah,
I mean, that looks like it could be taken. I mean, it's in your studio in that tiny space. It looks like it could be in a massive museum in that photo because of all the
it,
artwork on the wall.
yeah. Oh, now these things.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
I'm going to take these to Camden because the problem with Camden is I can't give away big works. I can't carry it. So what these are, I've done 6 of them. Let's get rid of these. Hang on. So I got a big piece of paper, cut it into 6.
Oh, look at that.
Oh no, so I cut it into 4. Sorry, I cut it into 4. So it's the world's easiest jigsaw. And you put that
Yeah.
there. So that can go on your wall now. So I need to stick holes in them. Add
Wait,
tips on the back.
that is a free art. You can get 4 for 1.
Yeah. Yes, you would need to have all 4 of them. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it
Right.
means that now at Camden I can give away massive stuff.
Wow.
So
I
I'll,
can't wait to see how this comes out. You get a good day down there. You'll probably do very well tomorrow because everybody's been stuck inside.
oh, tomorrow is gonna and it's a Saturday. It's gonna be tomorrow is gonna be a full time rush hour. So
Jeez, you're getting so much stuff. I don't know how you bring it all. Are you good with the travel? These look great.
yeah.
By the way.
Oh, thanks. Actually, hang on, that goes like that. Can't believe I'm struggling to do this. That goes like that. That. Oh, that's right. So
Look at that. Nice.
yeah,
Oh, I like that a lot. That's really cool.
yeah. So we'll let me switch it back around. Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're ideas. I mean, it'd be great for your work as well because both you and I paint very quickly. So it's and paint it. Oh, hang on. Where's the yeah? Here's the others. So I think there's 6.
How many total do you have? 6, you said?
Yeah, 6 of the big ones. I'll take a few of the cryptocurrencies. Uh, and yeah, I said I'd show you the signage where. Oh, here's something. I'm going to stick that on the other side of the road.
Nice.
Not
Oh,
side
yes.
of the road.
Yes.
got the arrow.
Do you have a plan B when the authorities come and say you can't do this anymore?
I'm pretty sure. Not really. I mean, I'm pretty sure they won't.
Good.
Because I'm not doing anything illegal, so I think I would just contest it.
Good.
Uh, there's an organisation called the Free Speech Union. So if anyone did give me a hard time, I'd join the union and get them to help defend me in court. But I would take it that far. I wouldn't take it lying down if anyone tried to stop me.
Oh, I don't think that's far. I think that's perfect publicity. It's almost
Yeah,
like a gift. It's a gift in your hands if somebody took that up and helped you out legally.
that's
If
right.
you like, let me see what that is. Let me see what that says.
Oh, sorry. I- If
One
you
minute
like,
interview. Yep.
so I've got
Can
one
I?
of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm gonna make a sign for that for sure.
yeah.
Yes.
I
I'll get
should.
confident after a couple times doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put a QR code there. I forgot my QR code on that one. I'll leave that one out. I'll do that today. But
I did that. I dropped off what 5 books on Sunday. I put it on. You liked it. I put it up on the Instagram, whatever. And,
yeah,
and then I go to the art building where the students are, and I dropped off the bookmarks that I made inside one of the books, and with the little advertisement inside of it. And I got a follower. So
wow, you're doing
so
better than me.
out of 5 books, I got a follower. So it worked.
That's
That's a
yeah, that's a
you know
better average than I'm
20%.
getting.
So if you could push that, I mean, I'm just suggesting, but if that's your goal is to get people to your Substack or to your website or YouTube, you throw it in there. Say, look, thanks for the interview. Please, if you could follow me, it really makes a difference. You know, because
Yeah,
it might not, but it can't hurt.
no, you're definitely right that I need to what's the word called? I need to start getting more out of each person than I'm getting.
Sure, like, well, the hard sell is what you want to do. You want to, like, this is what I'm doing. This is it. I need
Yeah,
this. We're getting this. I need this. It's a very easy thing. Takes 2 seconds with your finger. Just do it. It's,
yeah.
you know. Um,
I'm thinking of doing like a bag of stuff, like a gift bag, like a party bag.
Jesus,
And you get a party bag of leaflets and flyers and magazines.
but that's
In there,
awesome.
yeah. I mean, but
I'm
like we were talking
allergic to
about
raw
last week.
carrots.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I'm
Hate
allergic to
those.
them.
Are you?
Yeah, like really bad. Like when my throat will get all puffy and I'll have a hard time breathing.
Wow.
Raw
Should have
vegetables,
told me that. I hope I didn't give you any carrot laced food when you were here.
a little bit of carrots, okay. It just gives me that really bad scratchy throat. But if I just munched on a carrot like that, it'd be pretty bad. Any root vegetable, like a raw potato, which is a tuber, right? But um, parsnips,
Parsnip.
really bad.
Yeah.
Parsnip, bad, bad, bad. Super. Doesn't make any sense. But cooked, they're fine.
Oh,
Raw,
okay.
forget it. Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard of that. You're a unique man, Ron.
Yeah, the doctors they look at me go, I've never heard of it. That allergy is a very rare one we don't ever get, So, but that's
Yeah.
all I'm allergic to. Also kiwi.
I've got an embarrassing allergy, but I'm not going to disclose it on this podcast.
Okay,
You know, I have to be vigilant.
okay.
Yeah,
I got some ideas, and I'm just gonna let my imagination work on that. There.
yeah. It's a pain in the neck, but anyway.
Rick, can you
Um.
see what I'm doing here? Can you see my computer?
Oh yeah. I can't see is that Blurt Media?
Nope. It looks like it, but no, it's a smug mug. It's a photo. It's a photo archive software. Rose has it, and she's letting me use it. I'm cataloging. I'm finally
Brilliant.
cataloging it. My goal is to
Oh,
get every single piece of any visual painting or art thing I did and thumbnail it in books and volumes.
yeah.
Yeah, for my
catalog
show.
resume, they call it.
What? Yeah,
They call it catalog resume. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Well, yeah,
what resolution are you keeping each photo in?
that's part of the problem. Half of them are very high, good, strong resolution for publishing, and
Good.
some are very low, just good for the internet, but enough for a thumbnail. Enough for it's all I want is a thumbnail for memory, not for display. It's not
Okay.
a coffee table book I want to make. I don't want people to
No.
flip go. I want it to be for this is what this is what the heck I've been working on for 15 years. You know, I want that for my it's again, it's like a legacy or whatever. You know, it's like
Right.
I don't want to just if I'm gonna burn it all eventually or somebody's gonna dumpster it, I want
Yeah.
the world to know whether I'm alive or dead that damn it, I
Yeah.
worked. so, so
I
yeah, yeah.
I just keep buying external hard drives. You can get a hard drive that's 2 terabyte, and I keep high res. Yeah, I keep high res on there of everything. It's all totally disorganized, but
Yeah, that's right.
everything is on there. Actually, I've got a hard drive that crashed about 10 years ago, which has got a load of stuff, which I might
Mm,
not be able to recover. But to be fair, it's not, I don't think it's particularly good work because I went through, I think between 2008 and 2012, I went through a phase where I look back and I wouldn't really keep a lot of that stuff.
me too.
So
I
I'm
mean, I've had those days. I had those years.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not too bothered. But everything I'm doing since say 2020, I'm pretty sure I've got everything high res on an external drive somewhere because you never know. Like 30 years time, one painting that you thought was a throwaway you might end up needing a high res of that because it might end up somewhere where somebody, you never know. Um,
I and that's how and Rose what she does for a living has always told me that. But my own clumsiness, sometimes okay, I take a picture with the phone and I bring it to my desktop, and then to put it on a social media, or I just drop the resolution
yeah,
and forgetting to save a copy of the high res. So there's a lot of that going on. So I have like kilobytes, 650 kilobytes, but then I usually have between 3 and 12 megabytes
yeah,
for most images. And the ones that I care about, like you were saying, post 2020, so the past
yeah,
maybe 8 years, I definitely, and the ones that I really liked as I was making them, definitely have a backup that's high res.
yeah. Good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do for my low res about 1,000 pixels, and I think okay, that'll do for the web.
Oh
And
yeah. Right. Right. Well, you got all this. You have the most massive archive probably of any living artist right now. Um, I am absolutely just in video of yourself.
yeah.
I could just see if you could find anybody that comes even close.
Oh,
Um,
thanks. Yeah, you never know.
well,
Yeah,
it's a good, but it's also a huge burden for you because maybe not now. You're still young, but 10 years you're going to be going. I'm going to die. What am I going to do? And that's.
yeah,
I mean, I think of Charles, who's got what 20 years on me, 15 years on me. I've been to his house. So I don't even know what is his plan. His son is going to probably kill him.
well,
It's just
yeah,
he has to end up with all that stuff.
yeah. I don't know what his plan is, but yeah, I mean, but the thing is, your stuff would make a great library. You could do a library, Le Von Troop library.
Yeah. Well, the big problem, honestly, and I know you have this too, is storage. Do I even want to store it? How do I call paintings? And this is why I'm doing this because, well, I got a record of it. I got a high res image. It existed. Do you want this for free? Somebody, if not, I paint over it or
Right.
get rid of it. Because what am I going to do? I can't give it to Rose. I'm not going to outlive her. She's 6.5 years younger than me, and
I
she has
know.
longevity, right? So, I mean,
I've got to actually I've got to face that problem as well because even with Camden, I'm still I'm still accumulating more than I'm getting rid of.
way too
And
much. Right, right,
I need if I'm going to Thailand, I can't take all this stuff with me.
right.
So I've got to get rid of it. Um,
Or
I might
find
have to.
yeah, storage.
I need to find a way of distributing my stuff for free without me having to be there in person. So I've
Mm-hmm.
got I've got some. What I need to do really, I need to make some contacts in Camden where, let's say, I did a series of work themed on a stall, like a record shop. I did my Nirvana ones. I might,
Mm-hmm.
if people start to get to know the Camden Market Free Art Man, if there becomes any kind of demand for my stuff, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to just try to find basically franchises to give my stuff away so I can be at home. And I know that it's not like 10 works a day for 3 days a week. It will be hopefully 30 works a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And I can start to chip away at this nightmare iceberg I'm building here for the day where I do need to move and I need 5 skips to get rid of it.
Yeah. Well, yes. How about you ever think of like you guys had paper boys in London?
I was a paper boy.
Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah, I used to walk around with two paper boys and my friends. They for somehow suckered me into getting up at 5 a.m. and walking around with them, throwing
Yeah,
papers.
yeah, we're not allowed to throw them. We have to put them through the letterbox.
Oh no, no, no. We get on bikes and whatever. And um, but yeah, you could have if you had money, you can have an army of paper boys sending out your free art to door. Like,
Yep, that's a good idea.
well, who
If
are
I
you
can,
going to get to do that?
on, get her work visa.
And
Yeah,
Mooney Rah Rah, send her out instead of selling cookies and Girl Scout cookies or whatever they do in England.
yeah.
Give free art out to your neighbors. Yeah.
There's also, again, if there's a demand for it around Camden, or like you might find this for your work, if people get to know, Ron Troop,
Mhm.
charity shops will take stuff for free if they can sell it. And
Oh,
if
I
there's charity shop around Camden, like if I
right.
can give some of these Camden things to a charity shop, sell it for £1, you know.
Hmm.
And if you want more, just give me a phone call and I'll come round with some more. And there's
Right.
probably Kentish Town, Camden Town, probably 20 charity shops at least.
But why not? If you're giving it away for free, isn't there a place that wouldn't it be beneficial for them to here? You can also have this free artwork by a local artist, by a London artist.
That was,
Yeah, like
yeah,
in a McDonald's, not McDonald's, but private franchise, a pizza place, or something saying, "Oh, this guy." Because actually, in the cities here, that goes on where these like an ice cream shop will put people's artwork up
yeah,
for money. But if they're
yeah,
giving away something, I mean, you're exhibited in the Tate, so
yeah.
you have that stick to play with.
Well,
Yeah,
we could do that around Camden Market.
right,
Or
right.
let's say I say, look, if you'll give me a free dinner, you can give my artwork away with every purchase, and I'll
That's
get
what I'm
my lunch
saying.
for free.
That's what I'm saying. Some sort of idea, just you know, something that people get. It makes them look cool because your art is cool. For
Thanks. Yeah.
it's got the youthful feel that people. It's the Camden stuff you're putting out. Um,
Okay.
it, and people, that's a good thing as far as that. You want the young to like you because and that's something I've noticed wherever I go. Like this year, I went to a music festival and Rose and I tented my work there,
Hmm.
and it's just an onslaught of young people looking at them. It's just they got this eye where they don't. I don't know. Maybe they're saying I could do that, but it doesn't matter. There's
Yeah,
something about but
and they've got lots of buying years ahead of them.
yeah, but yeah, they just have. I think they have the taste that I have. I have arrested development, so I feel that I resonate very well with a younger population. That's just that's just how I've
Yeah,
always been. I think it's a good thing. Keeps me young. I also lived next to a college for 20 years, so I can. I'm always involved with young people. So anyway, the
yeah,
big
you
deal
do
this
actually.
week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do come. You do sort of. I sort of forget that you do have quite a few years behind you
lost you.
because you do come.
Boing. We stopped. If you're seeing me, I lost you. What'd you say? Oh,
You do come across as a lot younger than you are.
Right. But I think of my parents when they were in their 50s, late 50s. I'm not going to tell you how late, but or their friends or in the whole culture we live in now. And I'm fortunate to have some friends here that are my age and some are older that are making art and
Yeah.
still playing life,
Mm.
not getting through it. They're
Yeah.
playing it. It's all power to the imagination. Otherwise, we're screwed. So
Yeah.
it's lockstep to the grave. So speaking of that, we had a major life thing happen this week, Rose and I, where Rose almost applied to a job in Rochester, which is a city next to us, which would have changed our lives
Right.
significantly.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm doing this archiving thing, because I realized it hit me like a brick that if we had to move, it would be, I don't know if I physically can move the amount of crap I have. So I was thinking,
Yeah.
how am I? So this all started from that. We're not doing it because we're just not ready. But we are leading towards a very early retirement. We're talking. I hope nobody's watching this, but within the next 2 years, 3 years,
Right.
Rose ending her working life, and everything else is going to be hand to mouth. Cottage industry, maybe remote work if she gets scared. That is,
Yeah.
see, the biggest problem in the U.S. is insurance. We just don't have any access to. You have to pay for insurance. It's $300 a month. Just that. That's low end. It's about 500
Really.
bucks. Yeah, for the two of us. Yeah, it's 300 because she works. If she didn't work, it would be $500 to $1,000 a month just to
Wow.
be able to
Yeah.
get prescription drugs or a visit to a
Mm.
doctor. And when you get older, you have that. Yeah, that's how they keep us. They keep us down that way. There's no.
Yeah.
It keeps everybody locked into these jobs they hate. So,
Would you consider retiring to another country, or are you going to stay in America? Do you think?
well, I have grandchildren
Right.
and two daughters, so it'd be very hard. Our our dream is or desire is to travel using this as a base. Now, this was the big decision. Our house is 90% paid for, 95% paid for. Housing costs in the U.S., probably all over the world, are going like insanely high. Um,
Yeah.
so it would defeat the purpose. It would make Rose, because she's the marketable person, locked into a job longer. If we tried to move and to change our house or retiring in another country is too confusing because of the getting back into this country and being with the family and having a base to do it. Don't want to just go live with our daughters for a month at a time. It's like
Yeah.
that seems like a burden to them. So
Yeah.
we're not thinking like that. We're thinking of travel using this as a base. You know,
Okay.
getting out
Good.
for a couple months here, going. Rose really has the bug. She wants to just live 3 months here, live 3 months here, live 3 months here, and just do a circle. Just
That's what we're on, and I thinking of doing that. Doing. I froze. 3 months London. No, sorry. 6 months London. 3 months Portugal. 3 months Thailand.
Portugal, huh? What made
Because
you think of that?
the weather's good. They have good tax law because we've got yeah it who knows, England's I think about to go through some sort of massive change. The two major parties are out. We've got new guys in now, so tax might not be that bad actually in England 5-10 years down the line, but you never know. um
Mm.
Portugal have got good tax law at the moment, especially for crypto stuff, I think. And also Thailand's great, but visas can be quite quite hard work getting your visa. You have to keep reporting every 90 days. You have to reapply every year. You might get if I'm in Thailand, I could get kicked out within a year for even no matter what kind of realistic visa is that I get. Um, if I
Wow.
get a retirement visa, that's great. But if I'm retired, that means I can't work. And I want to be able to be economically active even if I'm not employed. Um,
Mhm.
so the
Well, me
retirement
too.
visa, yeah,
Right.
So the retirement visa's probably not for me. We're not getting married, so that's off
Okay.
the cards.
Okay. All right.
My I've still got my ring, but not not.
You're connected,
So
but you're not going to be married. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
we're engaged, but we're not getting married. So that's
Okay. Good.
I've left it. But so I was thinking Portugal because I couldn't get an EU passport, so I it's quite easy for me. And if On likes Portugal,
Mhm.
then we could spend a few months of the year there.
So you like the heat, but what does the Portugal taxes have to do with you? You would never pay Portuguese taxes or Portugal taxes.
If I left the UK, I mean, I'm very open to leaving the UK if I have to,
Becoming a citizen of Portugal is what you're saying.
or at least they're long enough to qualify for paying tax.
Ah, okay,
I
okay.
think in Thailand, if you're in Thailand 180 days of the year, they expect you to start paying tax at that point.
I didn't know that. All right, so yeah.
Yeah.
So, so
Um,
if you're in Portugal for 6 months, you might have to pay Portuguese taxes. Okay.
I don't know, Matt. I haven't looked into it yet. We're going to go there probably in November, and if neither of us have ever been there before, if we both like it to the extent that we could see being there quite a lot of time, then we'll start looking into what the
That's
options are.
awesome. I have a friend here in Oswego who is a musician in his recording studio. That's a long story, but him and his wife have a place in Portugal on the island. It's the furthest island from Europe. It's Portuguese. I forgot the name, but
Okay.
it's a real super hub for people to like cruise ships stop there and everything. But
Yeah.
it's only a 4.5 hour flight from JFK and they've told me I can go there anytime and stay there. You know?
So it's in the Atlantic, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then unfortunately this year, there's a long story, but this year they decided to Airbnb it. They own it, but now they're Airbnb it because
Yeah.
they don't want to go there as often. They started to feel a little bit. This is probably not for uh, um, Great Britain people, but uh, like graffiti saying "Go home, Americans. We don't want you, Americans." They started to get a feeling because a lot of people were just buying up property on this
Yeah.
island, and there are a lot of Americans, and people get very touchy about that
Yeah.
for obvious reasons,
Yeah.
and so they didn't feel like afraid. They just said, "Well, I don't want to be somewhere where they don't want us to be." So it's
Yeah.
like you get that feel, you get that vibe. And,
Mm. No,
I
that's
remember
right.
going.
It's
Yeah, sorry.
in Thailand. There's not that problem because we can't really own much over there in terms of land or business. So, and we can't. There's a lot of jobs that we can't go. I mean, I can't go to Thailand and start working in a 7-Eleven.
So
A
nobody's going to
Thai
say
guy.
you're taking my jobs. Right, right, right.
So they're they they're very nice to us, the Thai people.
Right.
No problem.
Well,
So
that's good.
we'll see what Portugal's like. Um,
Portugal. What made you pop up in your head? Just the heat, uh,
taxes, crypto
taxes.
taxes. Yeah, lots of people because we've now got Labour in. A lot of rich people are leaving. A lot of millionaires are leaving, and one of the main they're going to Dubai, America. I think they're going to as well. And Portugal's one of them. Portugal's one of them. They're probably
Okay.
going to Texas or Florida, I imagine.
Oh yeah, for state.
Uh,
Oh yeah, we have some states that are just they have pretty much zero property tax on a lot of the southern western states, and they're also the last in education. They're the ones that make you put up the 10 Commandments in the schoolroom without any other religious affiliation. So it's a the Bible.
think
They call it the Bible Belt. It's like it's a joy to go through. It's like a
right.
culture shock. You'd probably
Yeah.
go through culture shock being a urbanite Londoner. It's for instance,
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of how intrusive it is. I have a couple friends. It happened to my sister and my friend who lives in Texas. My sister lives in South Carolina. The one in Texas, they moved into a housing development, and they were approached by all the neighbors at different times, like 6, 7, 8 neighbors. And
Yeah.
one of the first questions out of their mouth is, "What church do you go to?" So it's like a
Really?
very, yeah, it's a. And she
Right.
said, "Well, I don't, and I'm Catholic or something like that." And they just said,
Right.
"Okay," and they just back right off. It's
Really?
like, yeah,
That's
a
not very evangelical.
it
I
is
thought they'd
not. In
say
fact, yeah, it's the opposite.
you would
It's
think they would welcome. Oh, here's one we might convert. You think they would be
right,
quite pleased.
right, or just you like
Yeah,
Jesus too, right? Yeah, I like Jesus. Okay, let's have a drink. That kind of thing. Um, but it's not. It's our religion here is very politicized. It's also very. It's almost like a Walmart Christianity. It's like it's just not. There's no depth. It's giant ministries, money. It's they don't have
yeah,
churches don't have to pay taxes in the U.S., so they have these enormous, especially in the South. We're talking multi mansion, beautiful places, and they're
yeah.
just gorgeous. Money being spent in the middle of nowhere. You can drive and it's farm fields, and all of a sudden there's a mega church, and you can watch
Right.
these mega churches. They have like concerts with, not Kid Rock, but that kind of like Christian rock
I've
concerts
seen
with,
them. Yeah, yeah.
like,
It's
forget it. Yeah,
to be a closed shop though. It just. I mean, St. Paul would sail the seas to find people who weren't Christians,
right,
and you land on their doorstep and they push you away. It
right,
just seems
right.
to be the opposite
Well,
of
Bap-
what you'd think they would be like.
Baptists and Methodists, they would go to war with each other. It's like the religious wars in Europe. You know, they did the same. They killed each
Right.
other. Since 1600.
Yeah.
And
But if you go there as an atheist, they shun you.
if or a
Is that
Catholic.
right? So, or but is she cat like? Does she believe in God?
Yeah,
I
she's a
mean,
Catholic.
is
The woman the woman and her my friend and his wife. They're both Catholics, raised in Catholic schools. You know,
oh, okay,
the evangelical Christians of the United States are. I've had a beef with them my whole life because of homeschooling, and it was always, "Are you with us or against us?" mentality. It's not a welcoming thing. Um, it's a
okay,
very patriarchal. Woman stays in flower dress, has lots of babies, and it really
right.
is that. It's a different culture.
Does she have a Does she have a choice? Or I mean, if she wanted to not have that role, would how would that go down?
I can't. I wouldn't know. I can't speak for it, so I wouldn't know.
Right.
I just don't know. I just know I've known
Yeah.
enough where I've been in situations here in New York State, and they call them born again Christians, and there's oh god, my sister's trying to call. Hold on.
Hmm.
And where it's just the women are over here and the men are over here, and the women raise the children and the men go to work,
Right.
and it's
Right.
like it's the same, always the same. It's just very patriarchal. And here's me going to these homeschool meetings. I'm a man hanging out with a bunch of ladies,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, it's so uncomfortable in so many ways. And Ron, what Jello
So
mold are
were
you
they
going to bring?
disapproving of you because you weren't
Oh
Jewish?
yeah, hugely of the whole situation. But it was a feeling, not an outward. You know,
Yeah.
it's just a feeling you get. But that could be
Okay.
my own, sensitivity to the subject. It's over with now. I don't worry
Right.
about it. But it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's just not the same. Just not the same. I don't think. I think you tell me what it's like in Great Britain, because I feel like you guys have a. Tell me if I'm crazy. Like, you have a church or a couple churches. You have the the, the English church, right? But then what
Church
do
of
you have
England.
besides the English? Besides the Church of England, what's popular in Muswell Hill or in North London?
Christy, we're not a very church going country, the English. We're the Christian the church attendances I think are going down. I imagine the most popular would be Church of England, which was what the one Henry VIII set up, which
Oh
isn't
yeah,
directly
yeah.
connected to the 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 Vatican. Um, Catholics, but I mean, when you
Right.
say Protestant or Catholic here, it doesn't always come with the assumption that that means that you're a religious person. You know, it means like you'd have a football team that's associated with being Catholic, or football teams that um,
Yeah. Yes. Well,
it's
that's here too. Yeah.
like a characteristic as well as a belief. But I think it might be changing a little bit. I think the new generation, like the 16, 17 year olds now, I think especially boys I think are getting a lot more. The Christians are getting a lot more religious now. It's not just a thing where oh my family is Protestant, so I say I'm Protestant. They are actually going to church and they do read the Bible. I think that's the numbers are getting up amongst the youngsters. But my age, it's very secular in England. Um,
I had a friend who's a dual citizen of England. He's from Manchester, but he was in Nottingham for a long time. And I asked just last Thursday, I was asking him about um, or he was just offering the information, saying that he said that in England it's a very cynical population. Um,
yeah,
they've been burned so many times or so much that everybody is very. He says in America they're all like, "Hello, how are you?" and all very friendly and
yeah.
I don't get that at all. I think this is a very closed society where I live. So it was funny how his perspective was the exact opposite of what I experienced when I was in London.
Mm,
I felt that everything
yeah.
was very open and clean and careful and people were polite and it was like all these things. I'm going, I don't get this here, and I felt very
I'd say
welcome.
we're polite, but we're not touchy feely in
That's what he was
London. I
saying.
think we are
Yep.
I think we are quite cynical
Yep.
compared to other countries, especially other European countries. There was
Mhm.
a sociologist who did a study where he sat in a cafe and watched two people talking at a table and recorded how many times they would touch each other physically during a conversation.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And I think countries like Spain, Greece, he
Hmm.
recorded maybe during a 5 minute conversation there'd be 40 instances of physical contact between the two people, and in other areas, in England, it was zero,
Zero.
not one.
Definitely zero. Definitely zero here too.
Yeah,
Absolutely for sure.
not even a handshake. Yeah, just zero.
Okay, maybe one because there is that handshake. That's funny. What about Ireland? Do they anything? Would that be different?
I think they're probably a bit more friendly in Ireland.
Yeah, they're a
Yeah,
little more touchy. I have a friend who's got very strong Irish heritage, very new. He's a new Irish, and he does a lot of the, you know, when he's talking with me, he goes, and he's
yeah,
touching me. I'm like, stop touching me.
yeah. No, I think in the south of England, where we're probably the coldest people, I imagine, south of England.
Well,
Maybe London, especially, but
you were
not
bombed
you.
70 years ago. Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah, we're reserved. But
that
we
would
are
make it easy.
polite. We are
Right.
polite in London.
Okay.
Like if an old person gets on the bus, someone always stands up and offers a
I
seat.
noticed that. And
I've never seen that not happen. And the shame if you don't is quite strong. So we do have standards.
I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't know. I think if I lived there long enough, I would. I'd say I'm old
Yeah,
too. That's what I would say. Get your cane down over there and stand in the corner.
yeah. No, we've got our standards. But no, if you and Rose are thinking of doing 3 months here, 3 months there, then
Yep.
hopefully we will cross paths and be able to work together.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. Well, that's the goal, and it's a strong one. Believe me, it's not just talk. Because I don't think there's a day goes by we don't discuss how we're going to do this. Because it is a challenge to try to weave a plan. You seem to do well with it. What is on? How does On feel about like hand to mouth, not knowing, going around? What's her feelings on it? It's it, or you don't have to relate if you don't want to, but it's like
no, I think she thinks what I think. I mean, I think she likes England more than I do, and I think I like Thailand more than she does.
Yes.
But
Which is
other than
healthy.
that, yeah. But other than that, we're pretty similar. On and I, they say opposites attract, but on and
Mhm,
I, we're not opposite. We're both quite quiet. We both
mhm.
um have similar personalities, and I think, I mean, just traveling around Vietnam, Laos, Portugal, just staying around the warm areas, and then darting up to London when we need to make some money would
Mm,
probably be a good lifestyle for both of us.
well, that's the key is just making sure we can get enough money to survive. And when I say survive, more than survive, to I don't know, have a worthwhile life. I don't want to, we don't want to scrape, but
How's your Blur, Steam It, East Sea
hey,
going?
congratulations, you're on Steve. It you made $5, $5.
Did I?
Oh yeah,
Five
you're over
bucks?
five, over five.
You're
Yeah, for that one
joking.
post. No, for that one post.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, my first introduction post only got me a buck, and I thought I was the richest man in the world. So yeah,
$5 for one. Wow.
you're
Okay. Only because I'm dipping my toe in every now and then. I've
my I have advice because I definitely worked Steam It for a while, and that's where I made that $8,000. So I was like, woohoo. Um,
Wow.
do if you don't need the money right away and you want to keep it in their bank, give it all back. Call it the Club 100. Just keep putting it back into Steam. It'll always show you your wallet. It'll always show you what it's worth. But the more you do that, the more valuable your comments to other people become. It just
Yeah, that's
builds
like
on the
blurt power. Yeah,
yeah,
like blurt
yeah.
power. Yeah.
Give as much as you can back, and they actually have. And when I do my hashtags, I always do Club 100 because I just give it all back into the system.
Club
And
100. All right.
Club
Hopefully
100,
I'll remember that. Club 100.
and it just means you're putting it all back, and it makes things more valuable. And those whales that come through and try to give you post money, they want to
Yeah.
see that. They also want to see Steam exclusive. That's a hashtag Steam exclusive. That means you're not putting it on Blurt, you're not putting it on Ecency or your blog. It's just for them. That's always has a
Okay.
higher. It also has a higher value to
And what
people.
about blurt exclusive? Is it
I don't know
exclusively
about that.
Steam It? Okay.
The star there is Off Grid Life. He'll tell you everything you need to know about that. But
Off
I definitely
life.
have
Yeah.
some success with Steam, so I know it. I know it worked, and I became a dolphin at one point, which just meant every time I put up a post, I was making 40, $50. So that was back
Okay.
in that was in 2022. So and
Yeah.
I was like, and now Steam has gone down in value because it was like I think it was at the time 55 cents on the dollar. I think it's now 9 or 12.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's good
it,
though.
it,
Well, I can get in now. I can get
it,
in
can,
low.
it could go up hopefully. But Justin Sun was also owning Steam. You know who Justin Sun is? The billionaire who bought the banana.
Oh, him.
Yeah,
I don't. I mean, I don't know. No, I don't. I
he's a
know the
crypto
plant.
guy. He has Tron. Did you ever hear of Tron?
I know Tron. Yeah.
He
Yeah, I know
developed it.
Tron.
That's his.
Oh,
Tron was part of
he's quite an eccentric man.
yeah.
I've seen him talking on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tron was
Okay.
part of Steam. He actually blended Steam it with Tron. And every time you got a Steam, you got a Tron. So I have this giant, I have like, $1,000 in Tron that I got just from posting on Steam. But
Wow.
he threw that away. He took that away from everybody 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So just so you
Did
know,
you
there is
keep
hope.
your Tron? Did you
Yeah,
lose
it's
your
only
Tron?
no, I have a 2,000 or 3,000 Tron or
Oh, as
something.
long as you've got, all right. So he didn't take away your Tron. He just took away the facility to accumulate it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yep. And the just for hope, I put up a post. I don't know my 3 posts ago, and it got $26. So
Me
you
and
know,
you, I'm so under dedicating myself to this because I keep on just, oh, if I've got a spare half hour, I go, oh, I'll
right?
go and do something on this crypto stuff, and I set up my Steam it and all that lot. But what I need to do is sit down and just really do it properly. But I'm so busy doing all this artwork that I always prioritize that. So I'm
I
a
think
bit
I think
behind
you're doing the right
schedule.
thing because I don't because sometimes it's a bust. Sometimes it's nothing. And all that work you put into it. Are you there? Up, you froze. All that
Yeah,
work
I'm
you put
here.
into it,
I'm here.
sometimes it doesn't work, and it's frustrating. So I think you're doing the right thing because you're focusing on what's important right now for the long term. And when you're tired at night, then put your steam post up before bed.
I think
And
if I can give, I should do an hour a day on crypto socials.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I should do. Uh,
Oh, I think you'd be happy. You'd make a little buffer. You definitely make paint money. Like 30,
yeah,
40 bucks a week. I think doing that.
I
Also
can't believe I've
engaging.
made $5 from one post.
Right, and also you got to study your HTML, the markdown or the markup, whatever. It shows you how to post on Steam. Blurt has the same thing. Like when you put an image up, you got to
Oh,
do
it just
brackets
says,
and yeah.
oh, hang on, I don't do any of that on Blur. I just
Okay,
type it in. I just type it in, and it says select image, and I just open the folder and it appears. I don't type
I'm
any
sorry.
HTML.
I meant with links. With links, you have to have a special with in Steam. You have to. You can just throw an image on there and it pops it up. But for some reason, your images didn't even come through, and they still gave you. You still got $5. So I had to
Wow.
click on it. I had to click on it to see you going Steam it.
Ah,
But
okay.
usually it's you just drag an image on and it's fine. So something
So
happened.
if I type raw HTML into Blur, I can, because I know HTML. So if I just type HTML into Blur, it will actually render as proper links.
But I'm not very versed in HTML, but I think it is HTML that is their guide, and they both have a style guide, Steam it, Blurred, and it's right on the page. You'll see it. It's
All
in
right.
green. You just got to hit it, and you'll
It's
recognize it as like block quotes or there's a
yeah.
little
It's
yeah.
yeah. Wikipedia has that. Wikipedia has its own code, and you can put in references and stuff once you learn the code. I didn't know that. All right.
Okay. Well, you'll
So
find
I'll
out. But
put
I just
links
know
in.
that your Camden Market Camden Market Free Art Man would do very well on these because it just engage with people. I think with Theme It, you'll do well with the movies. Yeah.
What are you calling yourself when you go out to do your thing?
That's
Are you
kind
calling
of,
yourself the
I'll have to come up with a name because it's not gonna. It's gonna
yeah
be more. I'm gonna be mobile for sure. I'm not gonna be at one place. I don't
yeah?
have a one place.
Because I
Pop
I
up.
came up with the Camden Market Free Art Man after I started doing it. At
Right.
first, I was going out there as John P. But then I because I spend so long standing there doing nothing.
Right. Grumpy. I remember.
Like what? How can this be better? How can this be more popular? And I was thinking of calling myself the Camden Free Art Man because I thought Camden Market Free Art Man was too long.
Right.
But then at the last minute, I changed my mind and I said, no, I want to be. It's worth sacrificing brevity for the sake of getting specifically Camden Market,
Right. I
and
mean,
just the simplest thing possible. What's the first thing you think of? He does free art. Okay, so I'm the Camden Market Free Art Man.
right. Right.
Um,
Well, free art man's good enough for me for now, or free art person, I'll figure it out.
oh
I'm not. I probably won't do that until I just figure it out more, like you're saying. Like
yeah,
imagine what I don't even know. I want to see what kind of success I have because I'll turn on a dime if it doesn't work. I'll find out something
yeah,
else to do. But I just like the concept, and I know I enjoy doing it so much
yeah,
that it's always when it comes down to it, it's always for me. If there was a way for me to make money, I would probably like I don't know if we talk about this. If some gallery came up to me and said, "Look, you know, here's you're gonna get I'm gonna give you $50,000 a year to give me the paintings I want," I'm gonna do that. I just gonna because, but I'm not gonna seek it. You see what I'm
right,
saying? So, but hell yeah, I want to make money so Rose doesn't have to work. That's so we can both
yeah.
be free, basically, and art free, and play free and get old without grinding. So
My yeah,
yeah,
my business plan is to make 100% of my money from crypto, social, and Etsy and eBay.
good. If you have
That's
success,
it.
let me know because you're working like a dog. So if it's through in any positive way,
you will
Oops,
be the
you're locked
first.
up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, well, we'll do our weekly reports here on our Substack
Right.
podcast.
Yeah.
My eBay shops are still empty, even though I've been back a month again because I've not prioritized it. But I'm going to start putting some things on there. I haven't decided what. I think only art is good. I'd like to put books and stuff on there, but I really don't think they would sell. I maybe actually made my homemade books. Hand has to be handmade. That's the I don't. I want my brand to be. It has to be handmade, original art. Um.
Of course. Right.
So yeah, Etsy and eBay for that lot, and then the rest on a Blur, Ecency. Have you have you heard
Right.
of the Fediverse?
No.
Right, the Fediverse. Off Grid Life told me about this.
Okay. I wrote it
There's
down.
loads. The Fediverse is a whole load of crypto social sites. It again. I've only scraped the surface. Off Grid Life gave me the email to get the Fediverse username and all that lot. And actually, I think my Fediverse is how I now log into Blurt Media.
Okay. Okay.
Look
So
at
I'll look it up.
yeah, and the other one,
I love it. You're
I'm on.
teaching me this stuff now.
Yeah, no, the Fediverse is. It looks amazing. It's a whole um universe of different websites for different niches.
Okay.
Like there's one for like photography and stuff like that.
Oh, I was
The
like to
other
hear
one
that.
I'm on is
Yeah.
Rumble.
I know Rumble.
Right, I'm
It's
on
a.
Rumble now.
You are?
I'm on Rumble, and the good thing about Rumble, well, there's lots. First of all, they're not so heavy on the censorship as
I
YouTube
know
are.
that.
Although, to be fair, that's not really an issue for me. But
Me
you
neither.
can have multiple channels. You have your username, like on YouTube. You have your channel, and you got to set up I think a separate account. I don't know how it works, but on Rumble, your username has a link, and then your channel has a separate link. And you can have multiple channels on Rumble. So if I can put Elbow Sisters into the Elbow Sisters channel, I put
Mm-hmm.
Camden Market Free Art Man into that channel.
All right.
Um,
Rumble's a good one. I'll get on that today.
yeah, this would be good for Rumble. What we're doing now, um,
Right.
and also Rumble is connected to again. I think my Blurt Media. So I'm not sure, but I think if I post on Rumble, I think it will stick it straight on Blurt Media automatically, or the other way round, or something. I haven't worked it out.
Nice.
Um, Club 100. That's what I've got to remember, isn't it? Yeah. But I think there's a lot of money to be made. Like, well, you've already proved it, and Off Grid
Right.
Life has already proved it.
Right.
There's a
Right.
lot of money to be made on this, to the point where if I'm doing it, if On's doing it,
On's doing it. Yes. Rose was saying she should do it too. We were talking about it this
yeah,
morning. Yeah.
yeah. Who knows? Rose's work, all her drone stuff, all that lot.
Absolutely. And I talked to her, but she was looking last night because we were checking your thing out. That's how I know you had the money. And and she's on it. She's we put her on it years ago just for one picture,
Yeah,
just to get it started. I have her keys and everything. She just needs to log on, but that's why we're thinking about having a new income and figuring out ways to do it.
yeah.
If you need to, when you're on Steam, check out check out Axeman,
Axeman.
Axeman.
All right.
He's purely photographer, and he likes the girls. He does a lot of girl photography, models and stuff. But he's always in World of Explorer there. He's the one getting the $70, $80, $90 posts every time he posts. And I don't know
Yeah,
how that is. So his photos are good, but he does a lot of traveling. So with On being in Thailand, just the fact that she's where she is, she has
yeah.
so much story for people around the world, because a lot of people go to Steam it and these to see how other people live. It's it's a lot of that.
Wow.
It doesn't have to be an art. Very few, by the way, there are very few artists that I want to look at on any of these platforms.
Yeah.
we're very rare. So
This is good because what
right.
On can do, On can write it, Google translate it to me. I can tidy up the language, send it back to her, and she
Mhm,
can do a track. And money goes so far in Thailand. That $5 post I got, that's like
mhm,
25, $30 in Korat.
mhm.
Um,
Right, right, right.
wow.
But the trick is to get into the right, follow the communities that have a lot to give out. The Italian steam it, how much money they have. It's like
Wow.
so the World of Explorer has whatever 12, you know, $2,500 to give away that week, and they're
Yeah.
moving. But then there's some communities that have $15. So on would have to get into ones that are travel communities or Thailand, specific, and just find those. Just do a little research and start posting. And people
I'm gonna
like
tell
on, yeah,
I'm gonna tell her about this today because she's not really doing a great deal in Korat and she would really like to earn some money.
mhm. Let's see what happens. But
Wow.
again, it's about it. I also noticed that there is a disparity for sure with people in different countries not making as much. So as fair as it is, it's because I think they're not plugged into the right communities. But having a translator so you can get to that Western wealth,
I can do every all she needs to do is give me content and I can do everything else.
right?
If posting it in Thailand isn't working, I'll just post it in London. I mean, I don't know how that would make a difference, but and we can
Oh no,
always
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's about who's going to read it, who's going to like it. You gotta get those people who have the money to give you because it's all coming from somebody else. The reason why you
okay.
made so much money is somebody gave you. I posted you. I posted your I shared your post.
Oh,
So I know that some people actually wrote to you who only found you because of me. So that's about sharing and on sharing with you
right.
and getting
Yeah.
getting everything together. Don't separate yourself. Come
No.
together sometime and work together. Your story in Thailand is huge. I think
Yeah.
you making art there, riding around on a bike, getting bit by dogs. That's
Yeah.
people who don't understand, who don't travel, don't they? That's all this. You know,
If I'm ever laid up in bed, unable to do any painting, I'll sit down on my computer and go through all my footage and tell the because I did a couple of videos on YouTube where I'm just holding the camera on the back of a motorbike
I know.
and we
Yeah, I
go to
saw
the
them. Yep.
market.
Mhm.
Now, in and of itself, there's not a great deal of content there, but I can write about the what we're actually doing and about what I mean. I saw rats for sale, dead rat for, to eat. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Um, yeah, there's some stuff that travelers would like to know.
People like me, people who are just beginning to travel, people who have a little bit of money and have a lot of fear about the world that they don't know, things they don't understand. They eat that stuff up. Just go to YouTube. You know, just coming out to London, I check out and see like what can I do? What can you look for those influencers or people who,
Yeah,
take you on little tours of places where you might want to go. It's
yeah.
what's safe, what's not safe. That's what people want to hear about. But whatever. I could talk all day about that.
I'll
I,
try.
I think,
Yeah, I'll try and delegate that to on so I can get on my work. But you're
right,
right. There's a lot of money to be made there.
right, right.
We need we need.
All your Pattaya stories are great. They're just great stories.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, well, yourself as well. I mean, your trip to London, the story. Michael Jackson's Thriller video.
Yeah.
Whilst they were making that video, George Lucas is also making the making of the Thriller video.
Oh. Right.
He saw it coming. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Sure.
making of A to Z. The making
Yes.
of A to Z. You know,
It's going to be a
you did a
cult
lot.
classic. Yeah.
No,
You wait 10 years. We didn't even talk about that. I got an honorable mention in an underground film festival in Los Angeles, that's a big deal.
brilliant,
That's
brilliant.
all of us. That's a new Rose on Ron work. Mooney Rah Rah, Charles Thompson.
Yeah.
As soon as money starts getting made from it, you're getting your cut.
Oh,
Um,
don't worry.
well, you're
If,
a major player. You're a director. You're a co-director, whether you
okay,
like it or
good.
not.
You could cut it up into clips because there's little snippets in that film that are really good. which
Yes.
you would only see if you watched the whole film until that point. So you're probably
Right.
losing a lot of people having just the one chunk.
Yes, you're right. Yep. I'm gonna clip it up too and put it on Rumble. I'm gonna break
Great.
away soon, but I
You
have a
get
couple
paid on
things.
Rumble. You get paid on Rumble.
I know, I know.
Great.
And there was another one. I don't remember the name of it. There was another D-Tube was called. Yeah. I had so much to talk about. I wrote down a bunch of ideas, but I'm actually going to break away now because I have to get a hold of my sister before 10:30. So
We'll do it another time.
we'll do another time. I'll forward this to next one, maybe with Emma, and see what her take is on my daughter's chickens. All right.
Well, if ever you fancy doing a podcast, just message me on WhatsApp, and if I'm free, we can do a podcast.
Excellent. All right. All right. So cheers to you and family, and get out of that rain tomorrow and
One quick thing on
make Black Ivory
Eastern
proud.
on Eastern I've started clicking like, but I'm only liking 5%, not
Okay.
100. Because I think when I
Yeah.
liked 100%, I lost all my money.
Ah, yes.
So I click like on a few of yours, but I'm only doing 5%.
Brilliant. Okay. You figured it out. I wouldn't even have known that. That's how I'm such a novice. I just take the money and take the money.
Right.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Cheers, Ron.
Cheers.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.